bless. All right, Shalawam. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, bahasham, Yahawashi'S, bahasham, RAWCHAA QADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalawam, my Lord, will this video is edifying. All right, now this is going into the land of the north, which is America. All right, the daughter of Babylon, mystery Babylon the Great, which is being ruled by the so-called white men, which are the biblical nation of Edom, the sons of Esau. All right, and America will be destroyed in these last days. Okay, now I'm gonna start in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 18, and it says, "In those days, the house of Judah, which is the southern kingdom, you so-called Negroes, Haitians, and West Indians, shall walk with the house of Israel, which is the northern kingdom, you so-called Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians. And those are both kingdoms of the nation of Israel, the southern and the northern kingdom. And guess where they both are? In America, man. Being oppressed by the so-called white man. All right? But it's prophesied to be so. Okay? So it says, in those days the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel, and they shall come together out of the land of the north. The land of the north is America. And who's going to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel from America and gather the elect, you know, from the places where they were scattered? Yahawah. Okay? The Lord is going to gather us, you know, from the places where we were scattered and deliver us from the land of the north, Babylon the Great. And it says, and they shall come together out of the land of the north to the land I have given for an inheritance unto your fathers. Okay, now let's go to I'm gonna go to the book of Jeremiah chapter 16 verse 15, and it says, "Therefore behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahawah, that it shall no more be said, the Lord Yahawah liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt." And this Egypt is talking about the ancient Egypt. Okay, all right, Mitzrayim, okay, where our people was in bondage, okay, and you know, Moses was risen up, all right, so on and so forth, man. This is talking about ancient Egypt, okay, the deliverance from ancient Egypt. Now, the land of the north, mystery Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, when you read Revelation 11, is known as spiritual Egypt, because America is spiritual Egypt, okay. You got Memphis, Tennessee, which, if I'm not mistaken, Memphis is a city in Egypt, okay? You got the Washington Monument, which is Egyptian obelisk, okay? And look at the back of the dollar, you have the pyramid, okay? This is Egypt all over again. This is the house of bondage. And the Israelites, okay, are in America, in the house of bondage, being oppressed by who? The so-called white man, all right? And when you keep reading, it says, "But the Lord Yahawah liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north," which is what? That spiritual Egypt. Okay? Mystery Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, which has been ruled by the so-called white man. Okay? And it says, "And from all the lands whether he had driven them, and will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers." Okay? So the Israelites are in America, but will be delivered from America, from Babylon the Great, from the land of the north, and gathered from the places where we were scattered. Okay? Now, I want to get this. Zechariah chapter 2, verse 6. Okay? And it says, "Ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north." And according to the scriptures, who's in the land of the north? The children of Judah and the children of Israel. All right? "Saith the Lord Yahawah, for I have spread you abroad as the four winds of heaven, saith the Lord Yahawah. Deliver thyself, O Zion," right, Israel, "that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon." You see, the daughter of Babylon, the land of the north, is the daughter of Babylon. And what nation of people is tied to the daughter of Babylon? Let's go get it in the book of Psalms. Psalms 137, verse 7, it says, "Remember, O Lord, Yahawah, bahasham, the children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof, O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that water didst thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. You see, the children of Edom are the ones that's synonymous with the daughter of Babylon, with Mystery Babylon the Great, with the land of the north. They're the ones that's ruling in these last days. You see, when the Messiah, all right, everyone loves talking about the Messiah. And by the way, his name is not Jesus Christ. His name is Yahawashai. When Yahawashai returns to the earth, he's going to return to an earth that's been ruled by who? Esau, Edom, by the wicked. You see? And the proof of that is when you read the book of Daniel. Because the book of Daniel goes into, you know, those 5 kingdoms. The Babylonians, the Medo-Persians, the Greeks, the Romans. And then after the Roman Empire, you have an everlasting kingdom, the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Jacob, the kingdom of the nation of Israel. But we know that the Roman Empire fell. So why isn't, you know, Jacob in rulership? Why isn't Yahawah ruling? Why isn't this everlasting kingdom established in the earth? That's because when Rome fell, that wasn't the end all be all. Rome would come back in the form of America, NATO, and the EU. This is this revived Roman Empire that we're living in today. This is Rome all over again. And see, when Yahawah returns to the earth, when he comes to the earth, this time, he's going to take down this 4th beast. He's going to take down Esau, Edom, and then the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Jacob, all right, the kingdom of our Lord Yahawah, all right, it's going to be evident in the earth, okay? So, so when Yahawah returns to the earth, he's going to return to the earth ruled by Esau. And this is why the scriptures say, 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 9, it says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that fall. Esau rules in these last days. And guess what? Jacob is in the hand of Esau. Jacob has been oppressed by Esau. You see? But this is why we're waiting on a deliverer, a redeemer, which is Yahawah. And he's going to deliver us and redeem us from the place of our captivity and gather us from the places where we were scattered. Okay? And we're going to rule. All right? We're going to rule, man. All right? Now, what also comes to mind is Isaiah, the 63rd chapter, okay? Because this is what's going to take place when Yahawah returns to the earth. This prophecy in Isaiah 63 is a prophecy, all right, of the Messiah, of Yahawah, okay? And I'm going to prove it. It says, who is this that cometh from Edom, right? Edom are the one, which means red. And who's the Edomites? These so-called white people, you know? It says, with dyed garments from Basra, this that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save, wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat. So the script it's a question. Who is this that cometh from Edom, with dyed garments from Basra? All right? Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat. All right, short story. This is talking about Yahawah, and he's going to tread the wine press, man. Okay? Verse 3, it says, I have trodden the wine press alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. Okay? So, and now, to get more precepts on who this is, and I'm gonna get back to the land of the north, but let me just deal with this real quick. Genesis 49, chapter 49, verse 10. It says, "The scepter shall not depart from Judah," and we know that the Messiah is of what? Of the tribe of Judah, of the seed of David. All right. It says, "Nor a lawgiver from between his feet until Shiloh come." And when you go into this word Shiloh in the blue letter, the Hebrew word is Shiloh, which goes into tranquil, peace. Okay? And when you go into the Strongs, if I'm not mistaken, it's the Strongs. But when you go into it in the blue letter, it says an epithet of the Messiah. Okay? And that's who, all right, Shiloh, it's Yahawah. Okay? It says, "And unto him shall the gathering of the people be, binding his foal unto the vine, and his ass's coat unto the choice vine. He washed his garments in wine," there it is, "and his clothes in the blood of grapes." Yahawah is going to tread the winepress. This is a direct link to Isaiah 63. And another precept is Revelation, the 19th chapter. And I'm going to get straight to the point. I'm going to get two verses here. All right, the first verse, verse 13, it says, and he was clothed with the vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of the Most High. So what I'm going to read about is going into the Word of the Most High. Who's the Word? We all know who the Word is the Messiah, is Yahawashi'S. All right, verse 15, it says, and out of his mouth goeth the sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with the rod of iron, and he is the Word, right? Yahawashi'S, Shalawam, treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of the almighty power. Yahawashi'S is going to tread the winepress. You see, once again, another link to Isaiah 63. Who is this that cometh from Edom? When Yahawashi'S return to the earth, he's going to return to an earth that Edom has a rulership over. All right, let's go to the book of 2 Thessalonians. It says, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 8, and when it says, and then shall that wicked be revealed. The wicked is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, Malachi 1 and 4, Edom shall be called the border of wickedness. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. It says, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his what? Of his coming. Okay, of his coming. When Yahawashi comes to the earth, who's going to be in power? The wicked, Esau, Edom. Okay, now getting back to, all right, the land of the north, which is America, all right, which is the daughter of Babylon. And what nation of people is synonymous with the daughter of Babylon? The so-called white man, Esau, Edom. These are the people that rule. Okay, now the book of Jeremiah chapter 50, and what is this going into? When you drop down to verse 42, get straight to the point. It says, they shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel and will not show mercy. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses, everyone put in array like a man to the battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon. There it go again. There it go once again, O daughter of Babylon. Okay, daughter of Babylon, which is the land of the north, which is America, which has been ruled by Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. And what people are in the land of the north? The Israelites, O Zion, right? O Zion that dwelleth with the daughter of Babylon, Israel. Okay, the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, the kingdom of Judah and the kingdom of Israel, they're in the daughter of Babylon. They're in America. Okay, being oppressed by the so-called white man. Now let's go up to verse 33. It says, thus saith the Lord YAHAWAH bahasham of hosts, the children of Israel, there it go, the northern kingdom, you Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and the children of Judah, the southern kingdom, you so-called Negroes, Haitians, and West Indians, were oppressed together. Were oppressed together by who? The so-called white man in America. Okay? And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. You see, now watch this. Let's go to Isaiah, the 47th chapter. All right? Because Yahawashi'S, he's going to come. He's going to redeem us. Okay? He is going to redeem us. Because when you read Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, it says how the Lord shall send you into Egypt again with ships. And what did I go into in the beginning of the lesson? That America is a spiritual Egypt. And how did Israelites come to America? On slave ships. But anyways, the scriptures say, the Lord shall send you into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, and thou shalt see it no more again. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. You see? And the scriptures say, and no man shall buy you. And when you go into that word buy in the Hebrew word is qarna, which means redeem. All right? No man shall redeem you. Okay? But see, we have a redeemer, and that redeemer is Yahawashi'S, man. Okay? Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi'S. So this is the book of Isaiah chapter 47, and it says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. And what's the daughter of Babylon? America. What nation of people rules the daughter of Babylon? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Okay? It says, sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Now let's drop down. Actually, let's keep reading. It says, take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks, may bear the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. And here's the point. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Speaking of who? The Messiah, Yahawashi'S, when he returns to the earth. See, Yahawashi'S, he's not going to come to the earth, as if, he's a mortal man you could kill. Yahawashi'S he's the second most powerful being in existence. And he's going to come and meet Esau, Edom, man. All right? He's going to come and meet the so-called white man. And Esau, he's going to terribly lose, man. These devils going to be taken out of power. They're going to go into slavery, It says, as for our Redeemer, the Lord YAHAWAH, bahasham Yahawashi host is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Okay? It says, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. I was wroth with my people, who's the Lord's people, the Israelites, the children of Judah, the children of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand, man. And you see the Israelites in the hand of Esau, Edom. You have Israelites basically being oppressed by the so-called white man in America, in the daughter of Babylon. Okay? It says, and given them into thine hand, thou didst shew them no mercy upon the ancient, as thou very heavily laid thy yoke. Okay, so, hey man, really, okay, I guess that will end the lesson out. Okay, that's the point. Lord, will this video is edifying. Closing out, get infinite praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, bahasham, Yahawashi'S, bahasham, RAWCHAA QADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, timeless truth, peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalawam.